With Forza Horizon 5 finally arriving on PlayStation 5, my PlayStation family finally get to experience, in my opinion, what is the best racing franchise. And Horizon 5 is a pretty good one to start on. Now, as someone with thousands and thousands of hours across the Forza franchise and hundreds more in Horizon 5, I can confidently say, yep, it's Horizon 5 and it's still amazing. And I'm happy for all the people that get to experience Horizon for the first time. I mean, this is such an amazing franchise. There's not really much I can add that hasn't already been said before in my previous review, so I'll be more looking at the complete package that is Forza Horizon 5 as of today. Now, for starters, there are many differences between the Xbox and PlayStation 5 versions. Minus some haptic feedback on controllers, all the amazing things about the Horizon and the Xbox version apply here, along with the same occasional misses. There's not a lot, but there are a few here, okay? Now, if you're someone unaware of Forza Horizon, which I hope you're not, Horizon is more casual of the Forza titles. Motorsport being the more hardcore racer, of course, you can wildly adjust difficulty and accessibility options. Now, compared to previous Horizon entries, Horizon 5 is the ultimate power fantasy. In previous titles, you mostly had to work your way up to the fancy and flashy cars. But in 5, they're mostly accessible from the get-go, like right from the beginning. And you start in the cargo plane and you get dropped off across the map and you're introduced to new locations and different types of vehicles. It is a fast and flashy and pretty amazing set piece that captures the full Horizon experience in under 10 minutes. I mean, if you've never seen this before, you're going to love it, experiencing it right off the rip, okay? Now, it is up to you on which type of races you want to tackle. Do you want the off-road ones in the jungle, tight turns through cities and streets, or a little bit of mix of both? You kind of get to choose. With each win allows you netting you some XP and some money you can spend on outfits, cars, car parts, and my God, there are lots of cars and car parts and car customizations to be had in this game. This is the biggest source. Now the biggest source I do have in Horizon 5 is the progression is incredibly easy, and you can progress through ranks in one tournament without even meaning to, and it feels slightly meh to almost becoming a champion through not doing much. It kind of happens and you're not even really knowing what's going on. If you're not someone who is talented enough like I am to make your own designs or custom car tunings, don't fret. There are a lot of creators that are sharing their designs to you to use. So if you're not creative, I mean, they got you. The community has you covered. I mean, I personally never let down when accessing the library creator. What some people can do is just crazy. I mean, honestly, it's mind-boggling, really. Overall, there's just a mind-boggling amount of content in the game. There are enough elements that's essentially a live service, but you gotta worry about it too much because the passes are free and the only money you spend is on car packs. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now, the biggest new addition to Horizon Realms is Horizon Realms. I'm sorry. Well, Horizon Realms is new. The content is mostly comprised of previous seasonal events like the Chinese New Year track, the ice skating car rink, and more, okay? The only thing new here is the addition of a circular, almost NASCAR-style track. This will be available for everyone at the same time, Xbox, PC, PlayStation 5. And I'm happy that previous time-gated content is now available for everyone to experience at any time. But I can only assume this means that there will be no further seasonal content, maybe. Time will tell, though, as sometimes the main allure of seasonal content is that you can't access it 24/7. But this does come with its own leaderboard as well. Now, I have very little complaints about Horizon 5 as it stands in its complete form. One complaint is kind of console specific. It is console specific. I was expecting a little more from the haptic triggers on PlayStation 5. If you're a madman like I am who plays with manual plus clutch and all the assist off, and having that haptic feedback on the brake and gas would have really helped out in some tight races. There is some feedback on braking, but practically none on the gas, which is kind of sucks, honestly. My second qualm is that it's too much of a power fantasy. I know I spoke on it earlier, but in previous Horizons, you worked your way from dingy cars to the supercars through a pretty well fleshed out and enjoyable progression system. I kind of missed that. And progression in previous Horizon games felt purposeful. In 5, though, I mean, you can access the crazy class of cars much faster. And as you progress through different progression paths, it feels weird to be pretty far into one and not really be aware of the content you're engaged in. Like, for example, I had already progressed through much of the off-road path by barely interacting with it. Like, barely. But I get it. It's a small gripe. It's a petty gripe. But it's how I feel, okay? Now, I do got one more. The last gripe is the process of playing co-op never feels as smooth as it should. I mean, inviting people to your convoy sometimes places them in your session. Sometimes it doesn't. I mean, I guess this is fine, but the extremely personal complaint I have for the multiplayer is how little time it gives your convoy to accept the race invite. I mean, they choose a car before they're forced into the race. If they didn't choose the car in time, they're placing the default one, which sometimes leaves you at a severe, real disadvantage. I mean, personally, I love to ready up system for co-op races rather than the current system, which requires a little too much coordination and very little time for some like real and true decision making. But again, all of these are mostly a hill of beans and an amazing game. If you like car games whatsoever, buy this game.